Hi, this week we're skirting the fleece. Not skirting, cleaning the fleece. Probably going to end up doing this in about 5 or 6 batches because our pot is a little small and we're not sure about using our washing machine like some suggest. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling the wool apart. Last week we skirted off all the real yucky clumps, and this week we have it uncut side up. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to put it in a laundry bag. And I already have some of the loose bits in there. I want it kind of loose, so that's why we decided not to do it in such big batches. And we're going to use the method that Maggie Casey talked about in her book, Start Spinning, with a little bit of mix from Kate Larson's book. Because both of the books are really good. I've learned a lot from them.
What's the title of Kate Larson's?
It is The Practical Spinner's Guide to Wool. And they're both available online. And so both women make it seem very simple to do. And the methods they use for washing are not expensive. So anybody could do it. Okay, as you can see, we're using our turkey fryer to heat up our we never fried a turkey, by the way, but we're using our turkey fryer to heat up the water, and we're heating it up soft water. You don't want to use hard water. We're heating it up to 160, and it's not going to boil because we don't want to agitate. The whole thing is what we're going to do is we're just going to soak the bag of fleece in the hot water for about 15 minutes, and it's going to have some detergent in it, and that's to loosen up the dirt and everything.
How much detergent?
About a quarter cup, it said in one of the books. So that's what we're going to do.
And it's important not to agitate the fleece, otherwise it'll start to felt.
Yes,
okay.
You have all the elements you need here for felting. You have hot water and you have soap, but you don't want to shake it around in there. Otherwise, you'll just have this massive fleece.
No walking the wool here.
Right.
No.
So we want to spin this fleece.
Okay.
We don't want to felt it.
Okay. Now I must hasten to add here that this thing doesn't just sit out here because we've never fried a turkey. We use it for other things.
Right.
Yeah.
We have canned with it. So.
Yes. And fried bacon and fish, so we don't stink up the house.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what we do.
It's a very useful tool.
Yes.
Okay.
Not sure why we're telling you that, but
yeah, well.
Anyway, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
At first, I was a little surprised that we were using hot water because of the felt. Because I thought, oh my gosh, isn't it going to felt? But no, it actually helps break apart the stuff in the fleece.
Well, in walking, you have to agitate the wool. It's already been woven, right?
You're felting the wool.
You're pounding
walking.
it. You're pounding it.
Yeah.
Which is agitating it.
Right, and that was in another video that we did earlier in the year.
Which we will reference to when you log this.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so now I'm on the rinse. We used a big lug of vinegar. That's what Maggie Casey said in her book. And it was about a cup. And the temperature of the water is about 150 degrees. It's still soft water. And I'm holding the fleece down in the water to get the bubbles out so that it won't float to the top and not rinse. After this, we're going to just do a rinse with plain hot water, and then we'll be done with this part. Altogether, you do about 4 rinses on this baby, or you do some wash and two washes, 2 rinses, one with vinegar, one without, and it takes a while. Next up, we're going to try 2 fleeces in the pot.
And then we're going to get a bigger pot.
Yeah.
But the gas ring heats the water up to about 150, 160 fairly quickly.
And it
That's
keeps
pretty-
it at 150, even though we turn it off. And that's important. You don't want your water cooling down while you're rinsing your fleece, because then the lanolin and the greases will come out in the water, and as the water cools, it'll redistribute itself back onto the fleece, and you want your fleece clean, as white as snow, as the Bible says. It made me think of that.
Still a lot of bubbles coming out of that.
Yep. I'm holding it very still so I don't agitate it.
Because we don't want it felting.
Right.
Okay.
And this laundry bag has worked really well. We didn't use a lingerie bag like was suggested in the books.